Tyrone, on that particular at bat, Wilson throws a lot of sweepers. You saw a bunch of them, and then you end up hitting it for a double. What were you able to see with the first 3 sweepers that you're able to take advantage of?
It was a good pitch. I was just trying to see it, be on time for a fastball up close to me, and I just put a good swing on that sweeper.
Mendoza has talked a lot recently about how he feels you're more athletic in your stance than you were at the beginning of the season. For you, what's been the biggest difference offensively that has led to the recent success?
I think just trying to make adjustments every day. I come to the field, just trying to get better every day, whether it's with my approach or mechanic-wise, and trying to be free up there.
When you're in a tight game or even within a run or two heading into the ninth, how confident has this team become in those situations?
Yeah, I think we're confident throughout the game, no matter what inning it is. We trust our guys. I think we're confident.
Did you get a good look at the ball in that ninth inning double? Like the center fielder almost got it. Like, were you able to see it the whole way?
Yeah, I was probably staring at it for too long.
Have you noticed a difference in your stance from the beginning of the season to now?
Yeah, definitely. I think adjustments is just part of the season. As the year goes on, you're trying to get better every day. Pitchers make adjustments to how you're going about your work. So I'm just trying to do the same.
Mendoza had mentioned that it happened during a game against the Nationals. Did you notice something click there or change there?
Yeah. I had been working on my gather around that time, and yeah, that's when I feel like that's around the time when I started making adjustments. That's when Mendoza mentioned being more athletic to me and stuff, and I was just trying to be free since then.
When you talk about being more athletic, is just acting and reacting to what's coming to you? Like, how do you talk about that?
Yeah, I feel personally, like it's instead of thinking about mechanics and the work that you're doing in the cage and bringing it into the game, just going out in the game and being free and competing.
You spent more time with Hauser than a lot of these guys. What was he doing today that made him so good?
He was nasty today, man. His sinker was working really well. His changeup off it was good, and he was mixing the slider good too. Yeah, hats off to him. That was gross.
Clay, it's now 13 come from behind wins for this team. From the time you've come over here, what have you seen in this group, just confidence-wise, when the games are late and tight?
Yeah, we're not. I think there's just a lot of confidence in what we do, and I think the biggest thing is, the effort is always there, and I think, it shows up in times like this. We just played, 3 big series, a lot of night games, a lot of energy with those, and to be able to show up today with effort that, everybody did, just, on defense. And the results won there, early, but just the effort and the way people were playing, it was impressive, and I think when you constantly show up, you have that type of effort and preparation, then there's a belief and confidence that, things will turn, and I think, we saw it today. It's nice to be able to come in and grind that one out and get a big win today.
How'd you feel about your day today?
It was good. I felt like I had a chance to go a little deeper, but I feel like that 6th inning started to get some traffic and pitch count got up. But overall, I was able to get some ground balls early and settle in a little bit. Kind of went to the spin, some breaking balls if I needed to there later, and had to make some pitches. But overall, it was a pretty good day. Obviously, a big day for the bullpen to come in, and a few guys coming in with runners on and shutting the door was huge, and that really gave us a chance to win.
Going over 100 pitches, just the most pitches you've thrown, does that feel at all like a mini step for you at all as you kind of get deeper into this?
Yes and no. I was glad I was there's a confidence in me to finish that inning and get me to 100. But I felt great. I felt like I was still making pitches. Command was still there for the most part, and I was able to handle that pretty good. So I think it's a good sign of just kind of where we're at and how I'm bouncing back and everything. But it was nice to eclipse the 100 pitch mark for the first time.
How long had you been planning that?
Instincts. It's like one of us was gonna survive, but me or him, and he didn't. So I'm dry.
Did you get a drop on you? Anything?
Yeah, a little bit in my shoes, but shake it off.
you've obviously come up in those situations quite a few times already this season. What allows you to stay calm in those spots?
Well, I come up in those situations. I have good hitters in front of me. They got on base. They made it easier for me, and then I got great hitters behind me as well. So, you know, it's. I knew he had to throw a strike. He's got a good pitch, and he's hit us somewhere where they don't. If they catch it, they can't get it out.
What specifically were you looking for in that?
Something in an area where I wanted it, and he showed up, and I went there.
It's just a matter of staying close. The bullpen kept it at 1-0 to give the offense
Yeah.
a chance. Was it as simple as that?
It was a great team win today. Play Holmes, fantastic. Then you have Buto coming in with people on base and shutting them down. Then you have Brasso on, Sugar. They did a fantastic job. Castillo came in, did a really good job. You have the two catchers playing today, and Alvarez did a great job. He got a hit, and pinch run for him. That run ends up scoring. Torrent comes in the ninth, gets a single, you know, to get the bases loaded. Just overall great team win. Nemo coming in after a couple of days of not playing, had fantastic at bats all day. Yeah, Soto, you know, just in the day that we're not executing, he comes in and executes, and picks everyone up. So it was a great team win.
What have you seen from the way that Tyrone has matured at the plate, especially this season?
I see a guy that has a lot of confidence, a guy that he can feel like he can hit any pitch, a guy that gives good at bats every single day. I mean, he's been doing it for a long time, but this year, the first couple of days of the year, it seemed like it wasn't going his way, and then all of a sudden now he picked it up, you know, and I mean, he lengthened the lineup, he's making the bottom of the lineup look really, really good. So I'm proud of him, the work that he puts in day in and day out. He goes out there and gives everything he got.
What's it do for the team's confidence to win games like the last 3 nights when maybe you're not clicking as much as you might like offensively, but still find a way to win?
Puts a smiles on our face, you know, because it's different ways of winning ball games, and today was one of them. You know, you go first and third. Acuna coming in, going first and third. Sack flies, playing good defense. Alonso making great plays. McNeil making great plays. Nemo making good plays. You know, the bullpen coming in and doing their job. It's good. Whenever it seems like it's not clicking, but things are clicking. You know, it's a good thing.
Clay mentioned, you know, like after a few like high-profile series, some primetime late nights, just like coming out and keeping the energy up. Just how difficult is that, you know, after everything you guys have been through the last week?
It could be tough, but we get paid to come in and play the game the right way. We give everything we got and respect our opponents, and that's what the guys did today. And that's what we all did today. We understood that we were gonna. I mean, House appears tremendously. You know, they're really good. So that's up to him. We have to do. And the crowd came in and they help. You know, they help whenever they come out, and they seem like they kind of got alive, kind of how we did somewhere around the 6th inning. Everything seemed like everything just started riding it up, you know, like just the snowball getting bigger and bigger. Just at the end of the day, we talked about it. We just got to come out and give everything we have.
Francisco, how big was that 8th inning at bat for Alvarez?
Huge.
Based on what he's been trying to work through.
It's one of those where you see him fighting, you know, you see him fighting, you see it in his demeanor, like he wants it. And he's a guy that shows every emotion. And getting that single was huge, you know. He gave us a breath of like, here we go, you know, it's going to happen. So he started that, you know. It was a huge at bat, probably one of the biggest in the game, if not the biggest.